So can you please say your name and who you are?
I'm Konjune. I'm a mass communication senior student at the University of Liberia.
And how do you know about Journalists for Human Rights?
Journalists for Human Rights came in contact last month through Rebecca Maureen. It's a Canadian-based journalist initiative. They try to work out human rights stories and bring out to the world. They try to write and tell people stories about human rights situation in these developing countries. This is how we came in contact with Rebecca here at the University of Liberia, when she organized one of the many workshops that the organization organized around the world.
And why do you think it's important to tell these stories in Liberia, these human rights stories?
Like you know, it's an open secret in Liberia, went through a conflict situation, and many of these people were involved with violation of their own rights. So it's quite important, and human rights journalists coming together, coming to a country like Liberia, people see as an opportunity where they can tell their story. Every individual person, including myself, have gotten a story to tell. So if you send another journalist who are specialized in human rights, it will give many persons the opportunity to tell their story. Many persons will read in the international community.
And what do you think are some of the most important human rights issues in Liberia today?
We can't rule out the women and children. They suffer a lot. They receive a lot of lashes from the law. So we're settling them and counseling them now. But to get to your question, basically the issue of rape has got to do with women is still a major violation of human rights abuse.
And what do you want to say to all the people back home who know about Journalists for Human Rights and the work here that you're doing in Liberia?
The work human rights journalists are doing is not yet popular in Liberia. So they got more challenge just out there to complete their work, to make the work more popular. So the people out there will get to know. But for now, human rights journalists, both locally and internationally, the counterparts from Canada, need to redouble their effort through the work they are doing, they are initiating, so that the locals will know they are journalists specializing in reporting human rights cases.
And what do you want to do when you graduate university?
Right now, I am a broadcaster with one of the local radios, Radio Veritas. So when I graduate, I will want to be a full-time broadcaster. But in our country, I will call myself to a point. In our country, the economic situation for journalists is bad. So people who come out here at the university seeking degree in mass communication will all want to better their lives. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going out for greener pasture other than broadcasting.
What are some of the other challenges that journalists face in Liberia? Why is it hard to be a journalist in Liberia?
It's difficult, like I said, the economic reason. For national journalists come leaving behind families and to find themselves raising and meeting their ends meet. It's very difficult. So the major challenge first is financial. So that financial reason also impacts their ethical content, their news content. So it's quite a difficult one, and that's a major challenge. And then one trying to reform the media in Liberia through local, the journalist intake that will make that journalist independent.
And what kind of stories do you want to report on when you become a journalist full time?
I will want to, that's a difficult one, because in Liberia we are still up to the old-time broadcast. We are not looking at specialty. But I'm into the political history reporting right now. So I won't be tempted to say I will be going to human rights reporting, but the future will go off.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.